Amber Moore and Casey Gregory. Percussion captain Owen Puckett.
Kane Ballard and Joe Case don't like each other. I don't think that's a big secret in this community. And hey, I could be wrong. Maybe there's all kinds of love between these two guys. But tonight, these two teams will mix it up on the football field again. Whether people like it or not, this game must be played because the TSSAA says so. So I'll get you some highlights. West Green fans, don't hate the player, hate the game. I don't hate West Green. My daughter's going to be going to school there in 2 years, so why would I hate West Green? All right, Coach Quillen, Donkey's getting a special ride tonight. You owe me one, buddy. Oh. We could name him Milk Can.
Any extracurricular talking.
On their own.
Oh, blocked it.
The punt has been blocked.
That's a touchdown for Quan Wilson. Case having his quarterback just stand there and wait till the last second to snap the ball to keep us from scoring.
For Greeneville,
Since they can't move the ball, they're going to hold the ball. Come on, Finchy!
Once again, from the range at West Green, Jim Saltzman Field, your final score, Greeneville 79, West Green 7. Stay tuned for the Food City scoreboard.
Some stats for you. Greeneville, 22 rushes, 338 yards. 5 of 7 passing, no interceptions, 196 yards. 29 plays, 434 yards. They threw 7 passes the entire game. Those were all in the first half. West Green, 43 rushes, 15 yards. 2 for 7 passing for 14 yards. West Green ran 50 plays and gained 29 yards, 20 of which came in the second half, running against our second and third team. Yet, at the end of the game, Joe Case decides to leave the field and not shake Greeneville's hand, as well as the entire West Green team, with the exception of one player, Justin Pinkston. Stand corrected. I have been told that 3 players from West Green shook the hands of the... This is what I've talked about for so long about this rivalry. It shouldn't be a rivalry. It shouldn't even be a game. But for some reason, people want to act like it's Greeneville's choice to play this game, and Greeneville goes out of their way to just destroy West Green any way they can, when that couldn't be farther from the truth. If they had the choice, they would choose not to play this game. It serves no good purpose whatsoever for the Green Devils. Now, I don't know what the hell Joe Case was thinking tonight. I don't know if he instructed his players to do that. I don't know. I wasn't in the locker room or on the field when they discussed that, if they discussed it. They may have talked about it this week for all I know. All I know is at the end of a high school football game, you cross that field and you shake the other team's hand, especially when it's the same county you live in. I mean, I've said this a dozen times. Some of these kids will grow up and marry each other. Some of these kids will grow up and work together. Some of these kids will grow up and treat some of the other kids in an emergency situation. Some of these kids will grow up and arrest some of these other kids. Do you see where I'm going here? So why in a friggin' football game, at the end of the game, regardless of how bad your team got beat, can you not go shake somebody's hand? That's all I want to know. Set the example. That's all I'm saying. Now, Greenville's going to continue to murder West Green in football for as long as these two schools ever play. That's just a fact of life. Some of the West Green fans know this and realize this. WGHS fan 93 being one of them. I got to finally meet him tonight and put a face with the name over on Coach T. Good to meet you. Good to shake your hand, like I said, and finally put a face to the name. West Green parents might agree with what Joe Case did tonight. I don't know. If you do, that's your prerogative and your choice. I just wouldn't want my kid playing for a coach. I could see them doing that if Greenville had intentionally ran up the score, had... What did I miss? What did I miss tonight that caused this behavior? Anyway, that's it. I'm done. We'll see you next week for a game that matters, Signal Mountain. If you don't want it, don't ask for it. If you don't want your team embarrassed, don't ask for it. Go Devils. Green Devils.